And the police took photos and she had bruising and swelling to the eye, along with busted vessels in her eye. You still hit her while she was pregnant and she was close to her due date. That makes no sense to me. If your daughter became of age and she ends up with somebody like you who hits on her, I'm looking at this plea bargain agreement.
Request, Judge.
I'm not going to follow that.
Even though that's her request.
No, no, even though it's a request, I'm not following that. So if you all want to withdraw your plea now, you can. 3546, State of Texas versus Larry Casillas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Thanks to the State of Texas.
Defense?
Elizabeth Russell for Larry Casillas.
Are you Larry Casillas? Counsel, have you received all the discovery? Did you review it with your attorney?
I have reviewed.
With your client.
Yes, Judge.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery, showing you what's entitled application for deferred adjudication or community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
We do, Judge.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented? That appears to be a yes.
That's it. We're proceeding on count one.
All right, there's only one count in the indictment.
Yes.
All right. Showing you what's entitled court admonishments and defendants waivers and affidavit of admonitions. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with assault of a pregnant person? That's a third-degree felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. I'm looking at this plea bargain agreement. And there's to be no harmful or injurious contact with Stephanie Ortiz.
That's by her request, Judge.
I'm not going to follow that.
Even though that's her request.
No, no, even though it's a request, according to what I'm about to receive, he is a person who is hitting on, not in a loving manner, a pregnant person. Was she pregnant at the time?
Yes, Your
So if,
She's requesting, and I'm sorry, Judge, may I speak?
Sure.
She's requesting it for her convenience. They've been doing custody exchanges for the last almost a year through a third-party person, and it's her request. She reached out to me, filled out an affidavit of non-prosecution and requested that. So
I'm not following that. So if you all want to withdraw your plea now, you can, but I am not doing a no harmful or injurious contact for somebody who's accused, and I haven't read the steps yet, who's accused of hitting a pregnant person.
That's fine, Judge. They're no longer in a relationship. The only relationship is for the benefit of their children. He has no interest in communicating with her beyond that.
All right. So I'm not going to follow that. So y'all have a choice. Either you can go to jury trial or either you all can change that part of your plea bargain agreement.
We're proceeding with the no contact, Judge.
All right. If you all want to change that. The court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, we would just request that you follow the agreement between the state and defense. Mr. Casillas is wanting to move forward in a direction that's appropriate for his children. He understands what went wrong and he wants to take full responsibility for that. And he has had no issues since the arrest on this date, and they have been successfully co-parenting since that time. There was a CPS case, Judge, that was closed out for no finding.
All right. How old are you?
21, Your Honor.
How many children do you have?
2, Your Honor.
What are their ages?
1 year and 6 months.
1 year and what?
1 year and 6 months.
Are you employed?
Yes, Your Honor.
What do you do?
I work at Amazon at facility warehouse.
All right. So why do you keep hitting on Stephanie Ortiz? At one point, I'm assuming you loved her because you have children with her.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why do you keep hitting on her?
No, it was just me not being in the right state of mind, me letting my feelings get to myself and not just thinking right and thinking straight.
That makes no sense to me.
No, Your Honor, it was just my fault. I just let my feelings get to myself, let her get my head and
Let what?
let her get my head and I just reacted in the wrong.
But your attorney is telling me that she's filed a affidavit of non-prosecution. But according to this,
No, Your Honor, well, that day wasn't the day we were supposed to get induced. But I believe the hitting was before that. So it was just the marks that had came about
but you still hit her while she was pregnant and she was close to her due date. Not that it's appropriate to hit anyone anyway,
No, it's not, Your Honor.
but obviously she was pregnant. And what she's saying in this documentation, I want you to tell you the reason why I'm saying no contact,
Yes, Your Honor.
because what she's saying in this police report is this is not the first time that you've been abusive to her. And the police took photos and she had bruising and swelling to the eye, along with busted vessels in her eye. That's what you did. So the two children you have, is this a boy and a girl, or two boys or two girls?
Girl and
All right. So what's your daughter's name? Sarabella.
she's a year and 7 months.
All right. So she's a year and 7 months. I guarantee you she knows that you've been abusive to her mom. Do you love your daughter?
I love her with all my heart.
With all your heart? Would you do anything for her?
I would, Your Honor.
I used to do CPS cases and parents would tell me I will walk through fire for my children.
Yes, Your Honor.
They would say that because they knew nobody had a fire for them to walk through.
Mhm.
But I believe you when you say you love your daughter.
Yes, Your Honor.
So how would you feel if your daughter became of age and she ends up with somebody like you who hits on her? Would you be okay with that?
I would be very upset, Your Honor.
And so your daughter is learning what it means to show love is to hit on people, and might makes right.
Your Honor, that's
You're going to have to change your ways.
yes,
You are not to have any contact with Stephanie Ortiz and anybody else you get into a relationship yet. Don't let them meet your publicist. Let them meet you and tell them, hey, want to let you know I had this abusive acts in my background,
Yes, Your
because then they can make an informed decision about whether or not they want to date you. You understand?
Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Stephanie Ortiz. There's to be the BIPP course, parenting classes. That can be with Rainbows. There's to be 200 hours of community service restitution. That will be waived once he completes parenting classes. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
Positive, Your Honor.
And what are you going to be positive for?
I mean, no, negative, Your Honor.
Negative? Okay. So you haven't used anything.
No,
I think Amazon drug tests, do
yes,
they
yes,
not?
I'm done drugs, yes, Your Honor.
All right, there's to be regular UAs. I'm going to want field visits one time every 3 months. Proof of employment within 15 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. Probation, is there anything else he needs? Court is calling 2022 CR 4999, State of Texas versus Alejandro Garcia. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Suzanne
Defense.
Kramer for Mr. Garcia.
Are you Mr. Garcia? Showing you what's entitled motion to revoke community supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Alejandro Garcia who's placed on community supervision in 2022 CR 4999 for the offense of assault, family second offense on September 26, 2022 for a term of 7 years? Is that you?
Correct.
State, is that you? State?
Your Honor, state's proceeding on violation of condition number 25, and that honor about the third day of October 2022 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Alejandro Garcia, did then and there directly contact the victim without the court's and or the supervision officer authorization in violation of condition number 25.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True, Your Honor.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 25, the court could find it true, grant the motion, sentence you to 7 years in prison and up to a $1,500 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 25?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The agreement would be to deny the motion to revoke, and the state would seek to amend conditions of defendant's probation to include Bexar County ISF 2.
All
That's
right.
the agreement, Judge.
Well, why would I not? And by the way, I'm finding violation of condition number 525 true based upon your plea of true. Why shouldn't I revoke him? Because you violated my order by having contact.
Well, may I speak to you?
Well, I don't know if your attorney wants you to speak to me.
Let's. May we have a second, Judge?
Sure. You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? You can lower your hand, state your name for the record. Why are you not following the court's orders?
I had called the SMTV, or we had called the police to, I go pick up my wallet and my ID, Texas ID, so I can go get my job. And from there, they arrested me, brought me to the South Tower booking, and when I spoke to the judge, let him know what it was. So that was going on. They rejected my case and let me go. That's why.
Well, she's asking you why, and I thought that's what you just explained to me. Why did you have to contact her at all?
Well, I apologize.
Yeah, so I told you not to have contact with her and you did. So my question is, why are you having contact with her?
Not sure.
What do you mean you're not sure? I told you you're not supposed to have contact with her and you did.
I apologize, sir.
Well, no, I mean, it's like you're not following through on your conditions of probation. So the question is, why shouldn't I just send you to prison? Because obviously you can't follow instructions.
Safety in my life and continue with Robert College.
Yeah, nobody wants to go to prison. Even people who are charged with murder, they're like, look, I would love if I can get on with my life. Can you just let me go? I promise I won't do this anymore. You were given probation, and one of your conditions was you were not to contact the complainant, and you are. So obviously, you can't follow the conditions that the court has given to you. So the fact that you want to be a barber or you have other dreams that don't include you going to prison, that's not my question. My question is, why didn't you follow the court's rules? Or to make it easier, why shouldn't I send you to prison when you didn't follow my rules?
I apologize.
No, I mean, why are you not following my rules? I tell you, you cannot contact this person and you don't follow my rules and you contact the person. So why shouldn't I send you to prison?
So I get the opportunity to get in my life, continue being good.
No, I gave you the opportunity. She doesn't want to speak to you anymore. She doesn't love you anymore. Or maybe she does still love you, but you're being violent towards her. So that's why we're here and you can't have contact with her. I don't understand what you don't understand about that.
So I understand. I apologize. To you.
Probation?
Your Honor.
Like, why shouldn't he go to prison?
Was cognitive thinking one of his conditions ever? Because I have had some issues. Certainly he's competent, but some issues with the retaining of information that I give him.
I mean, he knows he's not supposed to have, he can't retain information that he's not supposed to have contact with somebody.
Your Honor, so Mr. Garcia reported to initial intake and since then has not reported.
Okay. I'm not continuing him on probation.
And Judge, I did talk to Mr. Garcia about that being a possibility. And so I told him then that should you decide that you want to revoke him, if you would consider reforming the underlying sentence below a term of 7 years.
All right. The court is going to grant the motion. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Maria Garcia. There's a $1,500 fine. Time and money will run concurrent. And I'll sentence you to 5 years in the prison. Give you credit for any time served. Showing you what's entitled trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? All right. You do have a limited right to appeal, and that appeal as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you're on probation. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you.
A young father stood before the court hoping to avoid prison after pleading guilty to assaulting the mother of his children while she was pregnant. 21-year-old Larry Casillas faced a third-degree felony charge for assaulting a pregnant person, an offense carrying a possible sentence of 2 to 10 years in prison. The defense asked the judge to approve a plea agreement that would allow limited contact with the victim for child custody exchanges. But Judge Boyd immediately rejected that request after reviewing the police report. The judge made it clear that someone accused of repeatedly abusing a pregnant woman should not be allowed continued contact simply because the victim requested it. According to the court, the victim suffered bruising, swelling around her eye, and burst blood vessels. The judge also noted that the report suggested this was not the first incident of domestic violence. Even though the couple was no longer together, the court prioritized the victim's safety over convenience. During sentencing, Judge Boyd questioned Casillas about his actions, his children, and what kind of example he was setting. The judge delivered a powerful message, asking how he would feel if his own daughter grew up and was abused by someone like him. The emotional exchange highlighted the lasting impact domestic violence can have on children who witness it. Rather than sending him to prison immediately, the court placed Casillas on 6 years of deferred adjudication probation under strict conditions. Those conditions included absolutely no contact with the victim, completion of a batterer intervention and prevention program, parenting classes, 200 hours of community service, regular drug testing, field visits, proof of employment, and an affirmative finding of family violence. The hearing ended with a clear warning from Judge Boyd: real change requires accountability, and protecting victims must always come before the wishes of an abuser.